Hello there everybody and welcome to Retros Discuss. And I am your host, Dingo Crash, along with Dark Spectre.
Greetings, viewers alike.
Start to play 01.
Hello.
And James Dust Ball, if I said that username right.
Yeah, Dust Ball.
And today we're going to be covering a topic related to YouTube, which is how YouTube has changed and how it's affected its users. Now, YouTube has evolved a lot throughout 2005 to 2019. Actually, up to, I think that the last really layout change that this thing had was back in, I think, 2013 or 14, somewhere around there, because this layout that it's currently held on YouTube has been out for a while. Now, YouTube used to be this platform that was very user-friendly. A lot of people used to compare it to like MySpace, you know. Things like MySpace were the shit back then, and they were very user-friendly, and a lot of people were just like a big community and stuff like that. And I joined YouTube on June 3rd, 2008. Back then, everything was very simple. Like, when you go to the homepage, a lot of new YouTubers it would show you new YouTubers videos on the homepage, and then you would discover new YouTubers, which was actually really cool, because then you could discover different types of YouTubers and stuff like that. And it was easy to really get out there back then. It was really easy to get your content out there when that layout was the way it was. Throughout in 2009, the layout has changed into something a little bit modern, though slowly features that were very user-friendly have been getting hidden, and that layout carried out from 2009 to 2012, and then the layout changed again. Which I think there was like literally 3 layout changes, if I don't remember. If I'm not wrong, no, there's 4 layouts in total. There's the classic YouTube. There's the second one that was around 2007 that they changed it to. Then around 2009, where they changed it to the the one before the one that we have right now, and the Facebook copycat that we have right now. Throughout the years, with my experience with YouTube, it's been, the more the years went by, the harder it got for YouTubers to get their content out there. A lot of people are struggling to really get their content out there due to the fact that the layout is no longer user-friendly anymore. I gotten used to the recent layout that we have on YouTube, but I dislike it very much. It's not user-friendly. It's really annoying. I don't understand why they're trying to compete with Facebook when Facebook will always be Facebook and will be better than YouTube, obviously. And Google, when it took over, and for those who did not know, Google took over YouTube back in, I think it was 2006 or 2007, if I'm
2006.
not wrong. Google took over YouTube because obviously, you know, companies will see success, they would make deals and try to buy a company and make it their own. Now, Google, you guys already know that it's all about business. Google is all about business. So what they're trying to do now, and compared to how it was back then, is to pretty much make it a business-like website. Like, you want views on your video, you need to at least pay a little bit of money in order to promote your video on the main page or something like that. It's one of the things that really ruined the user experience. Now, I have not given up on YouTube. Obviously, you guys see me here and well. I've been here since 2008. I've been here for nearly 11 years, and I'm still going, and I'm still trying to grow my own channel. We're also trying to grow this channel as well. But a lot of YouTube has changed in a way where also it's really hard to reach the people because there's a lot of features that are gone from YouTube, which is, like I said, private messaging. The subscribe feature is completely different now. There's a whole lot of things that affected our experience with YouTube, and some people would not receive our videos in their subscription feed and stuff like that. And a lot of users are not understanding why sharing people's content, people who are still growing, sharing their stuff on Facebook, on social media is very important. The concept of what YouTube used to be like has changed a whole lot throughout the years, and it's quite sad to see where YouTube is now, because you either have to do something very specific in order to get out there. You cannot, during your beginning as a YouTuber, you cannot branch out too much with your content. You will have to focus on mainly one thing and one thing only, and work around that one thing to try and build up your channel. So let's give the easiest example, Minecraft. You start off with Minecraft videos, you do a little bit of gameplay, you play with your friends and stuff like that, and then you can guide people how to make different things, how you can kill different things in the game, how to farm different things and stuff like that. Pretty much work around that game and try to build your audience. Once you see that is becoming successful, then you might as well add another game. You can add Sonic the Hedgehog. You can do playthroughs of the first games or like any other game, and then, you know, make videos about secrets, tricks, and all of these kind of things, and work around that as well. Think of it as like a tree, like a growing tree. Like, you know, you have the body of the tree, and then it goes into really different ways. So there are really different ways to branch out on YouTube, but the experience for people is going to be very frustrating because it's going to be hard for you to receive new audience. And the more supportive your audience is, what's going to help you succeed for becoming a YouTuber. Because like I said, now if you're starting your channel out, you're gonna struggle a whole lot. Alright, Leon, what do you have to say?
What I have to say is, from old YouTube, what I used to like is how you could actually have the chat section, and then you could place a playlist or even a video up, and you could still talk to each other while everybody watched the video or said so playlist. Another thing that I did like was how you could tag people in videos and stuff like that as well. I like that. And especially when it came to backgrounds and stuff, because I don't like anything just looking bland. So I liked how people could actually put in backgrounds and stuff for their channel and everything. But, you know, all that's done and over with. Even though I don't like how they changed some things, you know, you got to get used to it. For me, with my channel and everything, the way I looked at it was I had to just, you know, make the videos and do what I needed to do. I knew that I needed to work on thumbnails, but, you know, I didn't have the proper stuff for it at that point. Some videos would be really bad in views, but then there was some that were actually really good. On that part, I'm not gonna really blame YouTube or anything, even though I know a lot of people say, you know, the algorithm and everything else like that. I just bring it down to, you know, either it wasn't entertaining enough, or, you know, I didn't tag it right or title it right or anything else like that. So, It was more of me looking at it on, okay, what do I need to do to make the next video better? And just, I would try to move forward from that rather than dwell on it. I know sometimes it annoys me with the whole people not leaving comments or anything else like that, or likes, because you'll get this many views on a video but you'll only have a certain amount of likes or whatever. That'll annoy anybody, but at the same time I knew, hey, I just gotta keep on going and just try my best to get everything done, even though I know YouTube has changed and people use clickbait and everything else like that. I can just do what I can do and what I think I need to do and have to do. So that's my whole perspective on it. All I want mainly from YouTube, I don't care about the money, I don't care about fame or anything else like that. Like I said, what I want is to build a community, have people talking with each other and everything. If you need a certain game or anything else like that, people are there for you to help you out. This is what I want. And that's all I want, is for people to help each other, be positive and everything, and just be willing to have fun with each other and everything else. That's it.
Fair enough. No, what do you have to say?
Let me just say the fact, like, I've been using YouTube since 2006. Like, I easily still remember the first video I ever watched on the channel, on the website. That being Potter Puppet Pals Wizard Angst. If anybody knows what that is, still, which I'll be surprised if people still even remember what that is. But anyway, like, back like when I first discovered YouTube and everything like that, it was relatively new to me because it was something it was something I found by complete chance. But ever since then, I've always loved how it is, like, for the most part, like, it was mostly just people that were just everyday people that you would probably pass by the street, but these would be really, like, really good YouTubers. Like, for example, like, probably the most prominent example, like, how old YouTube used to be, like, is probably Fred, the first ever YouTube star, which everybody goes to. Like, if you look at him, like, you have to ask yourself, like, what made Fred the way he was? Like, he wasn't some A-list celebrity with, years of acting experience or somebody that had a ton of money to work with. No, like, he was just a normal teenager who was just playing a character, recording himself playing a character in his house, in his yard, and eventually around his neighborhood and everything like that. And it was something like that just shows, like, just about anybody could go from rags to riches like that. Like, it was one of the many things that made it great. But then after everything kind of happened around 2013 and everything like that, like, I would probably say the main changes happened in 2014. But they were starting to notice, like, the big changes were starting to notice in 2013, but didn't really take full effect until the next year after that was when everything started to pretty much go down in a downward spiral. A lot of that stuff. And it's like, well, you gotta get used to those fucking rags now and everything like that, because with the way how things work, you're lucky if you even get on the trending. But oh wait, the trending page doesn't show actually trending videos, and they only show the same few hundred channels that are completely cherry-picked by YouTube and everything like that. And that's kind of like the other thing that I personally just don't like about YouTube anymore, is the fact that everything now is just so automated. Like, even if you look at their Twitter account, like, a lot of the stuff, like, I actually do follow the Twitter account for YouTube, and a lot of the responses to a lot of the complaints that users have with their accounts, like, you could tell that they are so damn automated. Like, you question, like, if this was even created by a human being. Like, if that was even human, like, they just sound too robotic in their own way. Which is kind of something that I kind of wish they kind of had, was a sort of community manager in a way. And so that, because, like, on Twitter, for example, they have, like, a person there called Twitter handler Jack. Like, if you were to talk to him on something like that was going on with Twitter, he would actually look into the situation. Like, he would actually reply to you and actually look into the situation and shortly get it fixed. Well, we've been having multiple problems on YouTube ever since, the new CEO came into place. And ever since then, like, we've been having all these types of problems and everything like that. Like, the whole, like, demonetization thing, after the whole PewDiePie situation back in 2016, and a whole lot of the other stuff. Like, need we remind them about some of the things that they've been trying to do? Like, kind of thing like you mentioned before, Daniel, like how YouTube trying to be like Facebook. Like, they technically already had that in the form of Google Plus, which, by the way, that reminds me, thanks for showing that there throw for 2 years. Glad to see that wasn't a complete waste of time and human resources. Which kind of brings me to that point, is like, in order to get big on YouTube nowadays, is like you gotta make sure like your videos like really dumb down your content. You know, pretty much make it to where it's not too intelligent for people, so that way they're nice and comfy and don't have to use their brains. And then after that, you realize some of the stuff is like, wait, high volume, low quality content, dumbed down, pander to the general audience. Wait, that's just fucking television. And then it just hits you like, it just amazes you how YouTube is trying to be like television. I mean, they ripped off YouTube Gaming from Twitch. They ripped off YouTube Red from Netflix. They ripped off YouTube TV from fucking TV. Like, I honestly don't understand Google's business strategy here. I mean, but surely a lot of this stuff isn't like, oh, you know, they're all professionals. There's no way they can mess up this bad. But then you see all that happened in 2017. I mean, need we remind YouTube about the whole ElsaGate situation? I mean, need we remind them of that? I mean, just look at the CEO that we have, you know, for the current YouTube. Like, surely she knows what she's doing, not totally upon it of Google. But oh wait, she's not had a single experience running a YouTube channel until late 2017. And she's the CEO, as in charge of the entire website. Yikes.
Okay, can I add something?
Sure, go ahead.
So, when you were talking about a business, there's something that I want you guys to really understand the concept of a business. A business tries to follow a certain lead. Let's say I own a restaurant. There's somebody across the street who also owns a restaurant. We both have different styles of, you know, we both have different food. It's like you. Let's say I'm Facebook, and the person across the street is YouTube. Competition between businesses has always been out there, and businesses try to somewhat copy what other businesses have. They would either send anonymous person to that other place to see what's going on, how are they dealing with things, what are they serving, and then come back with information. Sadly, this is how businesses work. Businesses are trying to always be something similar to another business. They would either try to lower the costs of things while the other person has higher costs, and try to get more customers into your store. That's what YouTube is trying to achieve by becoming somewhat of a Facebook. Or with the whole Google Plus, because they were trying to shove Google Plus down our throat to force it on us, but failed miserably. Which soon, if you guys don't know, I think around next month or so, Google Plus is going to be shut down. Just so you guys know.
So technically, like, kind of add on to that and further my discussion and my point on that, like, technically they kind of did revitalize that shit stain known as Google Plus. They just put it in the form of the notification bell. Now, this was supposedly made after their allegations from multiple YouTubers from how YouTube was purposely, like, removing subscriptions from their channels and everything like that, which, if you ever saw the video for that, like, it's one of the most disliked videos on YouTube, like, of all time, like, behind, like, you know, the YouTube Rewind from last year and everything like that. Like, it is so freaking bad. Like, nobody bought that shit. And so, like, instead of fixing a fundamental function of the website that's been since day fucking one, they instead decided to put another notification layer. So now if you don't get notified of your subscriptions, that's your fault and not YouTube's, according to them. Even though they could have just resolved it by fixing that fundamental function that's been there since day one, everything would have been fine. And let's not mention that they actually broke subscriptions for a day and everything like that. Now, of course, this little thing wasn't really big. It was just a small minor glitch that didn't really do anything except to make people question about how YouTube is able to run their own system and their website. I mean, let's just face it, like, it's going down really bad, but it's just like, in reality, when you look at it, like, where do we have else to go? Like, we don't have anywhere else to be. Because, like, wait, you think you can go to Vimeo? Please. Everyone knows if you want your videos to be seen anywhere by more than 12 people, it's YouTube or bust. And that's kind of the sad thing. It's like, nobody is actually willing to even try anything like that. Because they just don't think that it would even work or anything like that. Which it kind of makes you question, like, so if YouTube gets to a point where it gets really, really bad, then what now? Like, that's kind of my question on that. It's just like, what then? You know, like,
Let
where are
me
you gonna
add
go after
something to
that?
that.
Sure, go on.
Technically, there is a place to go to. Though, it's not gonna have the same experience, of course, as YouTube does. But Facebook, you can open up a new Facebook account. You can come up with a username, with a random username, and actually use Facebook as, you know, a place to upload your videos to and do live streams in. But YouTube, especially for those who grew on YouTube, they do not want to leave the website because it holds a lot of history and a lot of memories for them. And it sucks to see that a website that you dedicated most of your time to is like slowly becoming absolute garbo. But it's up to you viewers. It's up to you guys to make it something different, to make it something unique. YouTube can still be fun, but it's up to its users to really make it a interesting thing. James, Leon, do you have anything else to add?
For me, the only thing I have to say is, like I said, another feature or another thing I did like is when and this is because the platform was pretty much new at the time and stuff. When people who were actually on the come up were shouting out other people because, well, that's what the community was back then, is more of, you know, helping each other out. And I wish they would kind of bring that back in a way. Is just, you know, other people shouting people out. But I know people are busy. People have lives and stuff. And these bigger YouTubers, because I'm not saying we should expect them to shout people out. It would just be nice. But I know with them, because they gotta go on, like, you know, tours and everything and do all sorts of stuff, and they have a busy life and everything. But it would still be nice for, you know, that to happen and to get that kind of thing going.
Yeah, that's actually kind of like how Jacksepticeye actually got on the map. It was actually because PewDiePie shouted him out multiple times and everything like that. It was actually how he got on the board.
But that was also because PewDiePie actually watched his videos and actually enjoyed them. That's why he got the shout out. Which I don't expect people just to jump on the post like 1 or 2 videos and then expect a shout out just so they can keep going. No, that's probably why a lot of YouTubers don't do too many shout outs anymore, because most people that they go and watch and stuff like that, because I even watch Jack and he says he browses YouTube every so often.
Yeah.
And
like I said, I don't expect them to. Plus, like I said, they got busy lives and everything like that too.
Very much.
But you also can't expect them to, you know, always be looking through videos and stuff like that. And even if they do, you have to really put your all into these videos. You can't just half-ass it. So.
And that's what some people do. I can understand some people don't do the dialogue and stuff like that. You know, some people don't do vocalization, and some people just do text. That's fine too, because even that can be helpful to people, like if you're doing walkthroughs or something like that.
Yeah. My best thing is just I just want to see more people like come out and have more fun and stuff. Also, you gotta understand, like, these YouTubers and even like professional gamers and stuff, like, you gotta understand they can't crank out everything 24/7. People get fatigue and everything, and you know, people have to relax and everything too. So
unless you're one of those corporate YouTube channels and everything like that, which I'm sure you could probably think of a few examples, but I won't name for obvious reasons.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Well, before all that, I do want to give like a closing statement to this topic, though. Like, kind of like adding to what you're saying. Like, it is up to us to really, you know, make it the best we can. So, and you know, ultimately the biggest goal of YouTube is to broadcast yourself. So go out there and be the best you can.
All right, so we're going to close it right here. And we thank you all for watching this video. And we really hope to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this entire situation? And how you can improve other people's experience on YouTube. And tell us, how are you dealing with subscribers, like sharing stuff, supportive stuff, you know, all of that. So we would be more than happy to hear from you guys, and you guys can also start your own discussions in the chat section below, in the comment section below. And also, if you're a new subscriber, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell for notifications, obviously. But anyways, we would be more than happy to hear from you guys. And yep, we shall see you in the next time, and possibly live stream or another discussion or gameplay video. So thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
Ciao.